it is a great privilege and a great honor for me to open today's conference on the Russian invasion of Ukraine. How does it feel to be a journalist in a war zone?
It's a privilege, and I've done a lot of war reporting. I was in Iraq, Afghanistan first time around, Georgia in 2008. Actually, in some ways, I think war reporting is the most elemental form of journalism because you're not phoning government officials, you're not talking to press officers. You don't know, as Roman was saying, what each day will bring, where the missiles will fall, and your job is simply to go out and to tell human stories.
Last time I was there, actually, I was in Kramatorsk, and this rocket hit in the city centre, which is a fairly regular occurrence. And there was the biggest crowd I've ever seen climbing over this scene of devastation, like a small September 11th. I was speaking to the mayor the next day, so there were too many people. You know, half the town showed out to clear rubble. Not bothered, not worried about, not even thinking about whether there was going to be a second strike.
I have had few situations when I really feel that maybe this is the last minutes of my life, really.
I founded the organisation Vans Without Borders last April. We've carried out about 9 large humanitarian operations in Ukraine, bringing volunteers over from the UK and making sure that we distribute the aid directly to people in need in Ukraine.
Since the 24th of February 2022, more than 8 million people have left Ukraine. The refugee crisis is the worst Europe has faced since the Second World War.
Just about 2 weeks before it started in mid-February, I was in Mariupol. I remember I met Helga, was her name. She was the administrator of my hotel. I heard from her 2 months later, and she said to me, look, I've got the story that I really want to tell you. And the story was basically about how a once thriving town had turned into ruins and how her and her family's lives had just been turned into ash.
As we look at statistics as of March 2023, it becomes apparent that a lot of the Ukrainian refugees apparently make their way to Russia. But for the most part, they are not making it there willingly. We are yet to find out what happens to these people, and probably this is going to be an evidence for possible war crimes when the time comes to judge Russia.
We should in some way reflect on how this whole situation with regards to the war has reminded us of a truth that maybe we've forgotten, which is that when the chips are down, it's nation states that take the lead.